Jingu?
JinguKid!
The emperor, who was waiting along with his subjects, watched the ships coming towards him. As Gulliver was in the middle of the channel, they could not see him.
Our giant man is dead. He's drowned. The warships are coming to attack us.
Soon, however, Gulliver reached the shallower depths of the channel. Walking up to the shore, he raised his hands and held up the cables, which were pulling the ships behind him.
Long live the noblest emperor of Lilliput!
The cries of horror immediately changed to a jubilant moment.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
Everybody was overjoyed to see the dreaded fleet of Preschool being pulled to the Lilliputian shore like that.
I am glad you have done a wonderful job. I will honor you with the highest title of Lilliput for your service.
I am honored. Even I'm glad for helping the emperor in winning over his enemies, and that too in such a bloodless battle.
Giant man, you have one more job.
Tell me, Your Majesty.
Bring the rest of the Blefuscudian ships as well. I will conquer their kingdom and rule over it.
Gulliver was shocked.
That doesn't sound fair, Your Majesty. I have helped you in defending your country against their warships. But I cannot help you in killing or ruling over another kingdom. It will not be justice if I use my size to help you conquer them and make them your slaves. I'll do anything to protect you and your kingdom. But I will not help you in hurting anybody else.
The emperor's eyes became red with anger when he heard Gulliver's speech. He looked at Gulliver furiously, and without uttering a word, he walked away in rage.
My refusal is an insult to the royal command. The emperor has many ways to take revenge of an insult.
In the court, the minister, who was jealous of Gulliver, utilized this opportunity to take revenge against Gulliver. They even helped and encouraged the emperor to plot his destruction. 3 weeks passed.
It's 3 weeks. The emperor neither visited me nor spoke even a word to me.
One day, 3 ambassadors from the kingdom of Preschool visited Lilliput.
Giant man, you are one among the team of officials to welcome the ambassadors. Come, let's go to court.
In the royal court, the ambassadors held a long discussion.
We are here to make a peace treaty with you.
The emperor, after much discussion, agreed to sign the treaty.
We have heard the giant man and his opinion. We express our gratitude and invite him on our emperor's behalf to the kingdom of Preschool.
I accept your invitation, and I will visit at least once before my return to my own land.
When the ambassadors left, Gulliver turned to the emperor.
I await your permission.
The emperor just nodded his head without uttering a word. His cold and stern manner greatly disturbed Gulliver. Late one night, Gulliver heard a big crowd shouting outside his home. There was banging at his door.
Come out, giant man. Come out. Please, hurry. You must save the palace. Hurry.
Gulliver quickly crawled out of his home.
You must help us, giant man. The Empresses' living chambers are on fire. Our men are throwing water on it with buckets, but it's spreading fast and we are unable to put it down.
Oh my God! I've seen your buckets. Let me go. The palace is big and richly decorated. It needs a greater amount of water to put out its fire than a bucket full of yours.
Gulliver immediately ran to the shore and filled his mouth with water. Then he returned to the palace and sprayed the water on the chamber. Within minutes, the fire was completely extinguished. nobody was hurt. Gulliver felt happy as he had saved the Empress and her royal chamber. The Emperor, who was there, did not even utter a word, nor did Gulliver wait for any. Gulliver returned to his home.
The Emperor will be more annoyed with me now.
The next day morning,
You know what the giant man did?
Yes, the way he put out fire. Oh. The Emperor was first furious, but later he agreed to pardon.
But the Empress felt so disgusted that she decided to move to another building. The royal lady had sworn that she would never even set foot in the building as the giant man had spitted over it.
The Emperor is getting more and more displeased with me. It's a common rule that nobody should spit around the palace. And I had spit right over it. Though I have done that with the intention to save the Empress, it is still an offense.
Gulliver was not in a position to decide what the Emperor would do next.